Students, today we are going to discuss JEE main paper which was conducted on September 4th, shift 1 paper. Okay, first of all, we discuss first question. Dimension formula for a thermal conductivity will be. Dimension formula for a thermal conductivity. Easy question which is asked from thermal properties of matter. We know that quotient of thermal conductivity K is equal to what we write here, Q into D by A into theta 2 minus theta 1 into T. Okay. Now K is equal to, here Q means heat energy. Dimension formula for a heat energy is ml square T power minus 2. D, distance between the two ends of a solid, so that is L, by area of the slab, L square. Theta 2 minus theta 1, that is temperature difference between two ends of a slab, so that is K. T is the time, this capital T. Now K is equal to, we write here L square cancel. We write here ml T power minus 3 K power minus 1. So this is the dimension formula for a quotient of thermal conductivity. This is a dead easy question. So this question is a direct question asked from NCERT book. Correct order of wavelength will be. Correct order of wavelength will be. Okay, here we know that X-rays have high energy. They are high energy particles, so that they have less wavelength. Okay. Radio waves have a high wavelength. From picture we observe that from the picture of electromagnetic spectrum we observe that radio waves have a higher wavelength. After that microwaves, after that visible rays, and X-rays have high energy particles, they have less wavelength, so that we select option 1. Option 1, that means radio waves greater than, wavelength of radio waves greater than microwaves, wavelength of microwaves greater than visible rays. The wavelength of visible rays is greater than X-rays. Okay, so the correct option is option 1. Now let us see another question. A circular disc of mass m and radius r is rotating about its axis with angular speed omega. If another stationary disc having radius r by 2 and the same mass m is dropped coaxially onto the rotating disc, both discs attain constant angular speed omega 2. The energy lost in this process is P% of initial energy. Value of P is here, this is a circular disc. Okay, this disc is rotating about an axis with the angular speed omega 1. Here another disc, this is having same mass and radius r by 2, which is at rest. So Whenever this disc is dropped on the rotating disc coaxially, both are rotating together with a common angular speed. The common angular speed, that is omega. That is omega. That means omega final. Okay. Right. So here we solve this problem by using law of conservation of angular momentum. Law of conservation of angular momentum. So what is that law of conservation of angular momentum? Angular momentum is conserved here, I1 omega 1. Okay. That means here moment of inertia of the first disk and angular speed of the first disk plus I2 omega 2. That is the moment of inertia of a second disk and angular speed of second disk is equal to, after second disk dropped on the first disk, both are at an same angular speed. So total moment of inertia I1 plus I2 into common speed omega. Okay. Right. Now let us assume this omega final. Okay. I1 omega 1. So moment of inertia of this disk. So what is the moment of inertia of this disk? That is mr square by 2 into omega. That is omega initial about an axis passing through its center. Okay. Now the second disk is at rest. The second disk is not rotating, it is which is at rest. So angular speed of this second disk is 0, is equal to I1 plus I2. I1 plus I2. That means whenever these two disks are rotating with a common angular speed omega f, then the moment of inertia of a first disk, already we know that mr square by 2 plus mr square by 2 plus I2. I2 is equal to how much? That is m into, what is the radius of the second disk here? The radius of the second disk is r by 2. So that is equal to r by 2 whole square, r by 2 whole square by 2 into omega f, into omega f. Right. Here we write mr square by 2 into omega initial is equal to, here this is mr square by 2 plus this is mr square by 8 into omega final, into omega final. Right. Here we want to know, so this is mr square by 2 omega initial, and this is LCM of this one is 8, 4 mr square plus mr square into omega final, into omega final. Right. That is equal to, here mr square by 2 into omega initial is equal to 4 mr square plus mr square. That is equal to how much? 5 mr square. 5 mr square by 8 into omega f. Okay. mr square get cancelled here. So here 2 cancel in 4 times. So omega I is equal to 5 by 4 into omega final. Okay. Now omega final is equal to, omega final is equal to how much? Here 4 by 5. 4 by 5 omega initial. 4 by 5 omega initial. So here K initial is equal to how much? K initial. K initial is equal to half I omega square of, okay, second disk is not rotating, first disk is only rotating. mr square by 2 into omega initial square, that is equal to omega initial square. Right. Now what is the final kinetic energy here? Final kinetic energy is equal to half I into omega f square. So of what is the final moment of inertia here? Final moment of inertia is nothing but 5 by 8 mr square. Nothing but how much? 5 by 8 mr square. So here 5 by 8 mr square into omega f square. Omega f square is equal to how much here? 4 by 5 omega I square. So that is equal to here 16 by 25 omega initial square. Now the loss in kinetic energy, percentage of loss in kinetic energy is equal to final kinetic energy, that is equal to here percentage of loss in kinetic energy is equal to here initial kinetic energy minus final kinetic energy divided by K initial into 100. So that is equal to here how much? We calculated this one is 8 1s are 8 2s are. This is 5 1s are 5 5s are. 2 cancel. Now what we get here? mr square omega initial square by 5. Okay. Now K initial that is equal to here K initial is equal to how much here? mr square by 4 mr square omega initial square by 4. Okay. Now here K initial is equal to mr square omega initial square by 4 minus what we write here? Minus what is the final kinetic energy here? Final kinetic energy is equal to mr square omega initial square divided by 5 by K initial is equal to how much? mr square omega initial square by 4. Okay. Therefore percentage loss in kinetic energy, percentage of loss in kinetic energy is equal to, okay, what is the LCM here? What is the LCM? 20. 5 mr square omega initial square minus mr square 4 mr square omega initial square divided by mr square omega initial square by 4. Okay. So into 100. Now what we get here? We get here 1 by 5 into 100. That is equal to 20%. 20%. 1 by 5 into 100, that is equal to how much? 20%. Okay, now let us discuss another question. For Lyman series, lambda maximum minus lambda minimum is equal to 340 angstroms. Find the same for Paschen series. Okay. So in hydrogen spectrum, we know that electron transition takes place from N2 is equal to 2 into the N1 is equal to 1. Then we observe that spectral lines are formed. Those spectral lines are called Lyman series. In that transition, there is a loss of energy is less. In that case, maximum wavelength is emitted. So 1 by lambda maximum is equal to, we know that formula, R into 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square minus 1 by n2 square. So 1 by lambda maximum is equal to R into, what is 1 here? N1 is equal to 1 minus 1 by 2 square. Okay. So here lambda 1 by lambda maximum is equal to 1 minus 1 by 4. That is equal to here 3 by 4. R into 1 minus 1 by 4. That is equal to here 3R by 4. 3R by 4. So lambda maximum is equal to here 4 by 3R. 4 by 3R. Now, when minimum wavelength is emitted, minimum wavelength is emitted when electron loses maximum energy. When electron loses maximum energy, when the electron transition takes place from infinity to N1 is equal to 1, then maximum energy lost by electron. In that case, minimum wavelength is emitted. So lambda minimum is equal to R into 1 by 1 minus 1 by infinity. Okay. Here 1 by lambda is equal to. So here lambda minimum is equal to 1 by R. Lambda minimum is equal to how much? 1 by R. Now we take a difference. So lambda maximum minus lambda minimum is equal to 4 by 3R. 4 by 3R minus 1 by R. So what we get here, 3R is LCM, that is equal to 4 minus 3. That is equal to how much here? 1 by 3R. So finally we got lambda maximum minus lambda minimum is equal to, what we get here? 1 by 3R. 1 by 3R. That is equal to 340 angstroms. 340 angstroms. Now same calculation we are going to do for Paschen series. So for Paschen series, when electron jumps into the third orbit from fourth orbit, Paschen series are formed. That is equal to N1 is equal to 3, N2 is equal to 4. In this situation, electron loses less energy, so that maximum wavelength is emitted. So 1 by lambda maximum is equal to R into 1 by n1 square means 1 by 3 square minus 1 by 4 square. 1 by 3 square minus 1 by 4 square. So lambda maximum is equal to R into here 1 by 9 minus 1 by 16. So here lambda maximum is equal to here, what we get here, 9 into 16, that is equal to how much? 144. 9 into 16 LCM, that is equal to here R into 16 minus 9. So lambda maximum is equal to, we get here 7R by 144. 7R by 144. 1 by lambda maximum is equal, 1 by lambda maximum is equal. So lambda maximum is equal to how much we get here? Lambda maximum is equal to 144 by 7R. 144 by 7R. Now we calculate, we are going to calculate 1 by lambda minimum. Lambda minimum wavelength, when it forms minimum wavelength when electron loses maximum energy. When electron loses maximum energy, when electron transition takes place from infinity, that is equal to r into 1 by 3 square minus 1 by infinity. Okay, so 1 by lambda minimum is equal to r into 1 by 9. So lambda minimum is equal to, how much we got? 9 by r. 9 by r. Right. Now we take lambda maximum minus lambda minimum is equal to 144 by 7 r minus 9 by r. So what is the LCM here? The LCM is 7 r. 144 minus 7 9 is how much? 63. 63. That is equal to 81 by 7 r. 81 by 7 r. Okay. 81 by 7 r. Here in the case of Lyman series, we calculate already 1 by 3 r is equal to 340. 1 by r is equal to how much here? 3 into 340. 3 into 340. This is equation 1. Now this is equation 2. Now substitute 1 in 2. So that is equal to lambda maximum minus lambda minimum is equal to, okay, 1 by r, 3 into 340. 3 into 340 into 81 by 7. 81 by 7. So here 81 into 3, that is equal to how much? 81 to 3, that is equal to here 243. 243 into 340 divided by 7. So by doing the calculation, we get lambda maximum minus lambda minimum is equal to 11,802.85. This is the answer. Very lengthy question asked in JEE main paper. Okay, now we are going to discuss another question. So here a body of mass m moving with velocity v collides with other masses as shown in figure. Find loss in kinetic energy after the last collision. Consider all collisions are completely inelastically. Right, this is a body of mass m which is moving with velocity how much? V. This body of mass m collides remaining all masses inelastically. Okay, this is inelastic collision. So now we want to find out what? Loss in kinetic energy. Loss in kinetic energy after last collision. So here initial momentum is m into v. M into v, mass of the body into velocity of the body, that is equal to, after this body strikes with another masses, then total mass is add up. They are stick together, m plus m, 2m, 2m plus 2m, 4m, 4m plus 4m, 8m, 8m plus 8m, that is equal to 16m into combined velocity v dash. Now v dash is equal to how much we get? V by 16. Equation 1. Right. What is the initial kinetic energy of the body? Kinetic energy initial is equal to, here we get of m into v square. Equation 2. What is the final kinetic energy? Ke final is equal to of m into v dash square. V dash square, that is equal of m means how much here? 16m. M means how much? 16m. So here 16m into v dash is equal to v by 16, v square by 256. So that is equal to 16 1 16 16. That is equal to how much here? Of mv square into 1 by 16. Now let us assume the initial energy is nothing but E. This is nothing but how much? E by 16. Okay, loss in kinetic energy. Loss in kinetic energy is equal to K initial minus K final divided by Ke initial into 100. Okay, that is equal to here initial kinetic energy is E minus E by 16 divided by initial kinetic energy is equal to how much? E into 100. That is equal to here 15 by 16 E divided by E into 100. So that is equal to E cancel 15 by 16 into 100. 15 by 16 into 100. By doing the calculation, we get here 93.75%. 93.75%. So loss in kinetic energy is equal to how much? 93.75%.